Alright, I've been kicking this around about how to get this glass off of this piece of aluminum. This come off of that monster TV I did the other day, but that's glass. So, I'm going to get drastic with it. Let me go get my hatchet. I can't find my hatchet. My little grandson's run off with it again. One thing I want to see is, oh, them come off. Well, I see the glass broke. I don't want it falling that way. Yep. I got to be real damn careful with this. I hope y'all are getting that. And yeah, I got my pajamas bottoms on. Huh. There's a double layer of glass on that. I don't know if this is the right way or not. But I don't know. Huh. This is dangerous. Well, I see the pure aluminum, but there should be a better, safer way. Do this. I'm gonna bet you that I wind up getting cut with a piece of glass before this deal is over. I gotta take a break. Well, this is a little bit better. Well, I gotta rest a minute. This is a mess. I'm thinking, oh, I see some gold fingers. Yeah, there's some gold on that stuff. How about that? Not a lot. Main thing I was after was this piece of aluminum, but that's going. I would expect if I ever have to do another one of these, it's gonna be, I'm gonna have a big old tray of some kind, big enough, I don't know, about 3 foot by 3 foot, with higher walls on it. because this cardboard is not working. I'm getting little slivers of glass all through here. It's going to take me a while to get that cleaned up. But I'm noticing pieces of gold. So there's a little bit of stuff in that. But that stuff on the edges, it ain't wanting to come loose like that. In the middle did. That middle was on some kind of fiberboard or something. But next time I do one of these, it's going to be in a big heavy plastic tray of some kind, to where I ain't got glass flying all over the place. And it just occurred to me, I don't even have my glasses or safety goggles on. I'm just a damn glutton for punishment, I reckon. But that is a nice piece of aluminum. I'm gonna see if I can figure something out on this. But I already know a safer way to do it. And it ain't gonna be with a piece of daggone cardboard laying on the ground. My goodness. That's a lot of work for that piece of aluminum. And it ain't worth all that much, I don't expect. I don't know, but there again, I can afford it because this is not my livelihood. But to do this for your livelihood, I don't know. I wouldn't suggest either way. But you're seeing what's involved here. Huh. Yeah, let me put this thing down. Well, I read somewhere on YouTube that you can't show yourself getting an injury. So, I got an injury, not bad, but drew a little blood. I wished I could have brought that other one home the other day, because I'd like to do another one, but safer. And that's, I wonder if the heat would make that stuff let go. One way to find out. I've really got a mess here. I think I might have went about this all wrong. However, I've got a better idea now if I had another one to do, but I don't. And I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that my torch is out of gas, so I can't heat this thing up. But there's an adhesive holding that on, and I'll bet you if I heat that up, it'll fall right off of there. But I'm gonna call this video a wrap till I know more about what I'm doing, but you can see here it's a daggone mess. And it's got some kind of putty-like adhesive on there holding that, and I bet if I throw the torch back there on it, it will let it go. And however, I don't see no way to take the glass off without breaking it. You'll never get it off of there without breaking it. So I'm going back to what I was thinking about, having a big tray that you can set that down in and break off what you can with the goggles on, and not have it on a piece of stupid cardboard like I just did here. That was ignorant. Because I should know there's going to be shards all over the place. And I'm going to have to spend some extra time out here now cleaning this mess up. But yeah, I think this should be a wrap. It's going to be a nice piece of aluminum, but is it worth it? And I don't know, these little gold fingers on this thing, I don't know that you could salvage them without no, the more you mess with this stuff, the more chance you're going to take on getting cut. And I'm pretty sure by the time I get all this cleaned up and get my torch filled, heat this up, get that off of there, I'll have a nice piece of aluminum. But was it worth it? If you're depending on it for your livelihood, no. You best spend your time doing something else. With me though, I'll realize something out of it, but I'm sure spending a lot of time on it. There's a lot of aluminum stuff still on the back of this thing. I would like to have another one to take apart and do it the right way. Yeah, I gotta get my torch back in order. And I'll show a later video of this coming off. But I'm pretty sure it'll just melt right off of there, because that's an adhesive holding it on there. And I guarantee you if that heat gets to that, that's going to melt and that stuff will slide. I don't know if it'll slide right off, but it'll come off. But I ain't wanting to handle this thing too much till I get it. I don't want to get cut again. Done got cut once. I'll show you the back of this thing. There, I guess you can see that. Some of that stuff you can knock off of there, but really no reason to, because you're going to be selling it as one piece, all aluminum, except for this. I'll knock that off. That's got a piece of brass in it. Anyway, well, what do I call this video? The big aluminum fail? Yes. That darn, I need to make a disclaimer about taking that, trying to get that glass screen separated from that aluminum back. That aluminum back weighs about 10 pounds. And that glass, I need to come up with a better system. So I'm advising anybody that's watching this, y'all just enjoy watching me make an idiot out of myself. I got cut on it. I couldn't show that because YouTube's got a policy against showing injuries. Drew blood. And I got cut more than once. Actually, I got cut more than 3 times. Well, actually, total of 6 times. Just little shards, you know. And the thing about glass, when you get a piece of glass stuck in you that cuts you, and it stays stuck in there, it don't come out, you bleed like a stuck hog. And that's the kind of small pieces it was, and I had to dig them suckers out. Mind me back when I was, right before I went in the Army, I worked at a Canada Dry. It was a bottling plant for Canada Dry drinks. And back then, the OSHA wasn't such a big thing about safety and all that. And I was working on a filler. And this thing was round, and it was coming around with these quart bottles of ginger ale, stuff like that on it. And every once in a while, one of them bottles would explode. And glass went flying everywhere. All we wore was goggles, but there was no shield between us and the glass, and that glass would stick in you, and if you didn't get it pulled out, you'd sit there and bleed. And I've seen people, I almost died because they couldn't get a piece out. They'd almost bleed out. And I didn't work there long, about 6 weeks. And one day, it seemed like every 10th bottle was exploding. And it got on my nerves big time. And about 10 o'clock that morning, I went to my locker. I got my little brown bag with my lunch in it. I didn't even tell them I was going. I left the machine running and everything, and I cut a trail out of there. I had to walk home because my ride wasn't going to come get me till whatever time it was I was getting off. I don't remember. And I walked the railroad tracks a big part of the way. I lived on the other side of town, 15 miles. I was glad to get out of that place. But I was bleeding this while ago. But I think I figured out how to do that screen now. You know, it's not, I went about it all wrong. But watch the video, you'll see. This is my disclaimer. Don't do this, it's dangerous. I kind of regret even attempting to do it, but I did. And by the way, 15th's coming up pretty quick. We're going to have that drawing for the $25 gift card or cash card, which you get to pick the card you want. If the card is available, I don't care what it is. If it's available, I can walk down to the store and buy the card and put the 25 on it. That's the card you get, the one you want. If it's available, you have to give me a first choice and give me a second choice. But that's MasterCard, Visa, Subway, Starbucks, Burger King, Sears, Penny's, all of them. Any one you want. You choose your ride. But you gotta subscribe. got to leave a comment. And what else you gotta do? You gotta leave it. Oh, you gotta like or dislike. 3 things. Subscribe, like or dislike, and leave a comment. That way you'll be entered automatically. And I don't know when I'll do the next one. Probably when I get up to maybe 150. If I ever get there. I don't know if I'll get there or not. I'm at 80 right now, but kind of surprised. Anyhow, enjoy the video. Our remote, and I'm gonna push you off. Goodbye.